Ladies and gentlemen, young gentleman next to me, his name is Jay, and he does talent production. So let's see if we can, a little bit. Okay, now we even, right? Let's find out how to have a talent sign up and how to find gigs for the talent and why the people who
I'm on camera one.
have the kind of
I'm on camera
talent come to Jay. Tell us about your operation.
one. Okay.
Well, my name is Jay the Promoter. I also do a lot of talent booking, and I work with a lot of musicians from New York, New Jersey, and the whole world.
Wow.
I work with, musicians that are mostly rappers, because rap is my favorite genre.
Okay.
And basically, what I do is I have independent charts, so I find out who's the hottest in each state, and
Okay.
everybody goes ahead and they vote, and whoever hits the top number one, they get offered promotion.
How
They
the promotion works? Why the clubs? Everybody needs a promotion, but how do they find the, you know, a crowd? It's easy to get people to come to free show, but when it's time to pay for the show, it's not that easy to. Do you need or someone really famous to come there, or like how do you build the audience for the new talent?
well, I mean, it's all about the promoter. The promoter got to develop their own brand.
Okay.
That's number one. If the promoter doesn't have their own audience, their own brand, then you're just relying on other artists and other people to fill up the
But
club.
but how do you promote? You do, let's say, 10 posts on Facebook, 10 on Instagram. What do you do? Why someone call themselves a promoter and someone calls themselves not a promoter? Like just because someone has a lot of people who follow them doesn't make them a promoter.
Yeah.
Someone who has promoter might not be a visible person, but he knows high visible people who actually make the show. How do you, because it's my understanding it comes from having the sponsors, having the the money to build the production. If you have to put up your personal money every time, you might not make it back. How do you find the interesting venues that willing to come in? Is that a new venue that has no following, and then you have to move to the next one, or it's a one venue that you consistently work with, you develop a friendship and relationship? Like I, for example, worked with a Skyrim for years. How does it work promotion?
Well, like as far as like promoting on social media and then getting to the clubs,
Hmm.
um, I never invested a dollar into any of my
Wow.
personal promotion. It's been word of mouth. So I do so many like good things for people, and I do a lot of free things too for people.
Like what?
Like I promote people that I think that are
Hmm.
nice. If I think that your bars are dope, and I think that you got some skills to touch the mic, and I like you personally, then I'm gonna promote you.
So
So,
it has nothing to do with money. It's more like if you have a relationship, if you're comfortable with a person, you will help a person. But
yeah,
it's not everything could be bought with the cash.
yeah, nah, I don't do that. I mean, that's not the right way to promote at all. I mean, somebody could give you $1 million, right? Of course, you're gonna take it, but really, do they have the skills that are gonna compete with hip hop today?
Hmm.
No, and that's what's going on with hip hop today. A lot of people are buying their fame instead of actually gaining their fame. So,
Uh,
that's the problem.
what is the key in
Hmm.
finding the talent that will go far? Uh, every promoter wants to find the new Michael Jackson, the new Madonna, like some of the new next Lady Gaga. What do you look in the person? Like education, the it at a moment. How do you find and or the person who might have the A-list celebrity at some point?
I mean, first you have to have that creative talent. You got to be different. There has to be something that's gonna make you different from everybody else. Second, you're gonna need good production. Like I'm really key on that. If your production sounds like you recording in somebody's basement in the bathroom somewhere, it's not gonna sound good, right?
Okay.
So you know.
Sometimes little videos on cell phone is still work and get
Yeah.
millions of views on
Yeah.
on YouTube. Like in my case, I have a little bit of system. So I do, let's say, so many messages. Let's say Facebook let me do, let's say, 50 messages a day. Then I do 50 messages on Instagram, and I prospect like on Twitter, in like Pinterest, and like so many other platforms. So LinkedIn. So consistency and the following up and the building always new crowd, like new guests, it builds the channel, and at some point builds the following. And I know that when I'm promoting an event, I actually can rely on people who consistently come to film with me. Let's say my crew, I done hundreds of gigs with Akanele and Patrick, and many people who helping me out today in production. They've been with me for a while, and I try to be part of someone else, like other folks that I have respect, be a part of their production. Like I come to the Art Heart Fashion Week, Style, Couture, those places consistently, so they know they can rely on me. Like Brooklyn Fashion Week, like last week we filmed like twice with Rick Davies. So those kind of relationships build up, and you know that you can rely on influential people around you to bring crowd to you, so you don't have to do all the work by yourself, but you can assign, okay, you do this, you bring that many people, and all together we as a group we promote the event. Do you collaborate with other promoters, or it's like everybody for themselves?
I do all the promotion by myself.
So
Like,
you don't
I,
have part
I don't need
collaborations?
yeah, I don't need any artist to bring out nobody, like
Wow.
at all. Like don't bring you could bring your girlfriend,
Mhm.
but you don't need to bring people because
Wow,
why you got to bring people?
it's your job.
That's the promoter's job. You know,
Gotcha.
that's what we do. You're here to meet a new audience, not your friends and family. You know,
Gotcha.
so and that's what happens. Like if you do these little showcases and rely on the artist to sell the tickets, they're really not going to bring the people that you want to come out. So the people that I bring out are just people who just naturally follow me. They just naturally like what I say. They're like we're like eye to eye. You know, my fans. We're here. You know,
Wow.
my friends. I call them my hundreds.
Wow.
They got they
Wait,
are
let me
oh,
fix your mic.
all right. Well, I call them my hundreds. You know, and that means that they want hunted with me.
I go after the tourist market. We're both in New York,
Yeah.
and there are millions of tourists come every week to New York, and they come with their money, and they have nothing to. Well, they have things to do in New York, but they don't know where to go, which party to attend. They have free time. They have a little bit of money to spend on vacation, and the key for me to tap into those markets, like people who come from France or Germany or from Italy, from all the other countries in the world, how do I? Like for me, I build the pages for each country, right? And I build that page, so whenever I have an event, I promote on that page that country event, and the people who have some kind of connection to that country and that city, let's say it's Boston or Chicago, and when they come to New York, they have ability to find out, oh, there is a show that relates to my town, to my city, to my country. So but is there a way to tap into the tourism market when you promote events? It would be nice to have like people come, see the Broadway show. They come to see Carnegie Hall show. How can they find out about your production and about your promotions?
I mean, that's a good strategy you got there. I definitely like that one. I might have to tap into that. But I mean, if they want to find out about, I got like a huge email list. I always tell people build your email list because that's real key. A lot of people like, they like looking at their emails every. I don't know how many times do you look at it? I mean, a million, right? So I mean, I know I do.
But if you
it has to
send
be
too
eye
many,
catching.
at some point they block you, and what's the
don't send-
number of decent emails? If you send 50 emails a day, probably a person will at some point.
That's just spam right there. I mean, the right email is it has to be eye catching. It has to be something that's gonna touch them personally. And if you're not actually in a personal contact with them, then they're really not gonna care about what you're saying. But if you have that connection with them, they're gonna be there with you.
It's your first time here at Brick, but as you can see,
Yeah, it's nice.
it's a decent studio. It's free.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Beautiful.
Nice cameras. So Maybe we can promote and do some fun show
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
In this particular studio, we can mic up to 26, instruments, so it could be the whole orchestra performance here.
This is beautiful.
Tell the audience how they can reach out to you. What's your in social media?
I'm Jay Davila, JayDavila. I'm at One Mic Music on Instagram. I'm not usually on that thing though. Instagram is, I don't know. I don't have a million pictures for you guys. I'm more on Facebook.
Facebook guy.
Yeah. You can go to onemicmusic.com, the number one, MICmusic.com. But yeah, I'm always on Facebook. It's always on. My family be telling me calm down with it, but this is a million people I gotta talk to every day. So hey, that's how it is.
Thank you, and you brought your wife to help you.
Yes, yes, yes.